Hello students, welcome to the chemistry class. In our today's class, now we are starting a new chapter, that is surface chemistry. So, it is very much important for us to understand what is the definition and what is the meaning of surface. Along with that, we are going to talk about some new terms also, which are included in this chapter. So let us understand what is surface and what is difference in the properties of surface and bulk. Now let us understand the definition of the surface. So the definition is very simple to understand, that is a boundary that separates the two faces is called a surface or a interface. So, it is nothing but it is a boundary that separates the two faces. For example, if I would say like a vessel of water. So, in vessel of water, basically we could see that the water is in liquid phase, around which basically we could see that on the upper level there is nothing but gas. But in this case, basically, if we observe, then there will be a surface which has an equilibrium state of, that is one which is related to a vapor phase and the one which is related to liquid phase. So there is basically a boundary that separates the two phases, and that is the reason that it is known as interface, or that is known as surface. It is not only in case of that is a liquid and gas, but it could be also applicable for solid as well as gas also. For example, every kind of solid is basically surrounded by gaseous molecule. So therefore, we could say that the surface on the solid that separates the solid phase as well as the gaseous phase. So this is what I want to talk about. So now let us take an example so that we could understand this concept very much more effectively. So this is an example. Let me talking about this thing, that suppose if we have considered a vessel, right? This vessel is filled with a particular liquid phase. It is water. So this is one which is present in a liquid phase, right? And above one is basically the gaseous phase. So this is basically boundary that separates the two phases, that is one is liquid phase and the one is gaseous phase. So in this case we are going to talk about the surface, and this is we see known as interface or surface, that we know, but it includes two concepts, that is one is basically the surface particles, and the one is basically the bulk particles. So suppose if we are talking about a liquid, and suppose in this case we are talking about suppose water. So in this case, suppose the water molecules which is present in the bulk, this region is basically known as bulk, right? While this water bulk is which are present on the surface, they are known as surface particles. So let me elaborate this, right? Suppose if we have considered a particle here, if we consider a particle which is present in the bulk, so that particles will be surrounded by various other particles also, and because of which basically this particle is being surrounded by various other particles, as well as a kind of force of attraction is also being present, and that also a uniform force of attraction is between these particles. And suppose if I am considering the other particles which are surrounding these particles of H2. So suppose this is the other particle that I am talking about. So these are the other particles. They are surrounded by this one, and obviously they will have a certain force of attraction with each other. And that is the reason that a kind of uniform force of attraction is being observed whenever the particle is present in the bulk and it is in multiple direction, right? It is in multiple direction. Suppose the one which is a force of attraction would be the sidewise, upperwise and lower side. Also in the upper side, in the upper side as well as on the lower side, as well as in 3 dimension, you could imagine. But what if we are talking about these surface particles here? Na? Surface particles means the particles which are present on the surface. So this is the surface, and this is somewhere. Suppose we have considered a particle, and I have represented it with a dot over here, right? This is the surface particles, right? So now this kind of particles is not surrounded by equal number of particles, as if we compare it here, right, with the particles which is present in the bulk. So this is the one, this is the one which is present in the bulk, while this is one which is the, okay, which is, we see the surface particles. So as you could observe that is this particle would be surrounded by sidewise, right, sidewise with other particles also which are present over here, as well as the one which is present at the lower part. So it would be surrounded with an equal distance, as well as they will have a force of attraction on the sidewise. But what about the upper face? This will not have that kind of attraction towards the upper face, because there is no other particles that are being present over here. If we compare it with a bulk particle and a surface particle, obviously there is a difference, and that is what we are going to talk about here. That is the difference in the properties of a bulk particle as well as on a surface particle. So in this case basically is unbalanced, because if we could observe this one, this is basically is being balanced, because it has a force of attraction with the other particles also, as well as force of attraction is uniform in all the direction which is associated with the other particles, right? But here it basically only the, here basically only the side particles as well as the lower particles, lower part of the surface particles is basically, it is surrounded with this particle, while the upper is not. So that's the reason, and unbalanced force is being observed on the surface particle. So that's the reason that whenever a particular other species particle, if it comes in contact with this surface particle, obviously it will have a force of attraction towards the other species, and that kind of attraction is basically going to make us to understand the term adsorption, and that is how we are going to talk about the adsorption as well as absorption in this chapter. So for a while, it is very much essential for us to understand that this kind of extra force or this kind of force of attraction towards the other particles make a property or make a phenomena that is known as adsorption. So you will learn more about this topic in our next class. So students, I hope you have understood this video very clearly. See you in our next class. Thank you.